Hi ladybugs, how's everybody doing? So I just went through some boys' winter clothes that I want to show you guys. Look at this, isn't this cute? So stinking cute. Hold on, I gotta move that stuff out of the way. And then this one, I have the shirt that matches it. When I pull out the shirt, I'll show you. So cute. Look at this sweater. I love sweaters on babies. My kids always wore sweaters, especially in the winter. We got some jeans. I brought a couple pair of jeans out of storage. And we got some sweatpants. Little cargo pants. So cute. And then we got this, and the bottoms to this are right around here somewhere. Let me see if I can find them. Hold on. So how's everybody doing today? Are you guys having a good day? I'm feeling a little bit better than yesterday. I was having a hard day yesterday, you know? It happens to the best of us. With the pain and stuff, it just gets me down sometimes. Okay, here's the bottoms for this. Look at the little plaid Mickey Mouse ears on the pants. Isn't that cute? And then this is the top that goes with it. Isn't that cute? So cute. Let me pull this stuff out and I'll show it to you as we go because I need the box to put the stuff back into. All right. So we went through that. And then we got another pair of sweatpants. And I actually brought up a t-shirt that will match those sweatpants right here. Isn't that cute? So that goes there. And then we got another pair of sweatpants. Love, this is one of my favorite boys' outfits. Look at this. It's not even been used yet. It's still got the tag on it. Isn't that cute? So cute. What size is it? It looks really big. Oh, it's 18 months. It should fit him just fine. It just looks big. And then I have this shirt. I wear a lot of plaids, and so does my partner, so. And then we got this one. Look at this. Isn't this cute? I actually got this last year, but I think I only used it maybe once. And here's another sweater. Little sweater, so cute. And then this onesie. Lions. I got this one. I love button downs, plaids and button downs. Mickey. And then we got this shirt, another Mickey shirt. And then we got a pair of beige pants. These go with a Pooh Bear shirt that I have, but they're so cute. I love the overalls. So cute. Oh, here's the shirt right here. Cute, huh? All right, and then we brought up these overalls here. Love overalls. And I have a couple shirts that match that. And then we got this. Is that Toy Story? No, that's everybody. Lion King, Toy Story, and Mickey. Isn't that cute? And then I have a pair of blue sweats. And I have this outfit. It looks like jammies, but it's an outfit. It doesn't have feet. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I tend to buy in the past, I've bought like anywhere between 12 months and 2T. So 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, and then 2T for my babies. I've had these pants with the little dinosaur ridges on them for probably since the very first year I was into Reborns. I found them at a thrift shop like years ago, like 2018. And I've never gotten rid of them. I had a couple people ask me if I would sell them, and I'm like, nope. I don't have a lot that matches them, so I usually just put them on with a white onesie. These are Champion sweatpants, but I just love them. I just love those pants. They're so cute, and they're so cute on the babies. So now we got this shirt, this little onesie here, little cars and trucks. And we got another pair of yellowish sweatpants, kind of mustardy yellow. And I brought up a pair of black sweatpants with Mickey on them. This one actually has a jacket. I'll show it to you in a minute as soon as I locate it. I have this one. This is the shirt. And this is the bottom. I love this. It's kind of unisex, but for whatever reason, I always put it on the boys. I don't know why, but it's so cute. And then we have this one, this little romper. the overall jumper romper thing. It's got, those look like, I don't know if they're lions or bears. They kind of look like lions. Here, I'll show you guys. Let's see if we can focus in on it. It's not focusing. There we go. Anyway, I think they're lions. I'm not certain. Now I got this button down, little onesie. And this button down, little onesie. It's not a onesie, it's just a shirt. This is the sweatshirt that goes with those sweatpants I said had a top, the ones with the Mickey Mouse down the leg. Isn't that cute? Look, it's got Mickey all over it. Mickey, Mickey, Mickey. And then here's this one. And then I know this one is kind of summery, but I brought it up anyway because I really like it. I think it's cute. I want to put it on somebody. Little Argyle, very cute. And then we got this one. That's cute. It's got like a lot of pleating and stuff. And it's even got a little bow tie up by the collar. Isn't that cute? And then we brought up this one. Little pajamas. And this one. Another Mickey Mouse outfit. These, oops, I got them backwards. These are Mickey. And this one. And it's got little Mickey ears on the hood. Isn't that cute? So cute. Now we got this Pooh Bear shirt. And this one is like, it's thinner, but it's still fall, so it's okay to wear that. And then we got these jammies that have little, what is on them? Buffalo, it looks like. Okay, and that's it. That's the stuff we brought up. So we're going to dress some boys. Oh, no, we have a couple more. We have this shirt. And we have this one, a little button down. And this one. And just a white onesie. And this one. I can't find the pants that go with this. I have a pair of pants that go with this, but I can't find it. But it'll still work with some black sweatpants, so. All right, let me get the boys. Let's start with Cody. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Cody is a memory baby. He's the Liam kit by Bonnie Brown. I had a baby that I raised for like 7 years, and then his mother lost custody, and she did not want me to have him because she felt like, because I was the one who called CPS because she was abusing her kids. And so he was adopted when he was like 9, and I didn't see him for years and years and years. And then then we got back in contact with them when they were adults, and before I could see him, he passed away. So he was like my son, and I love him to death. So Cody is a memory baby of Cody. If you saw Cody's baby picture, he looks just like this baby. It's so cute. So anyway, he's my memory baby. Here he is, and look at his little undies. He's my potty trained boy. Yeah, huh? He's my potty trained boy. Isn't he handsome? He has a brother coming. Shh. All right, Cody, let's find something to put on you, Bubba. So yeah, he will never go anywhere because he is my memorial baby, and I just adore him. So he's going to be with me forever. Even if I got out of Reborns, there are a few, like if I ever wanted to get out of Reborns, gosh, I can't even imagine it. But if I did, there's like 3 or 4 babies that I would never be able to get rid of. Cody is one of them because he's my memorial baby. And then my Sunny, Gracie, she was bought for me by my best friend, and she bought her the same week she died of cancer. So she would never go anywhere. And then a couple of my favorite babies, like London and Evangeline, I probably would keep forever if I ever got out of Reborns. I don't see that happening, but in fact, when I think about it, it makes me really sad because I can't even imagine not having the Reborns or like giving up on them. But if it ever did happen, there are a few babies that I would have to keep. Yeah, I can't even imagine it. I can't even think about it. Like, just the thought of having to sell, or not having to sell, but choosing to sell all my babies would be like devastating. I think if I ever got tired of reborns, I would take a break, but I would keep the babies, you know, because it takes years to get the collection I have, you know. I don't think it, and so many of the kits that I had that I got when they were new are like way, you know, sold out and impossible to find. So I think if I ever like decided I was done with reborns, I think I'd probably just pack the babies away and like put them in the attic or something and just see if I got back into it later. Because if I sold my babies and then got back into it down the road, there would be no way for me to get like a similar collection, because so many of the babies are like nearly impossible to find. Like, obviously ones like Liam are not so hard to find, but like all the Ping Lao babies and my Lord Tuzio Ross babies, and even a lot of the Bountiful babies can't be found now. You know, they're like all sold out and just completely, no, just completely impossible to find. No! So I think if I ever decided I wanted to like get away from, hey! I think if I ever decided I wanted to get away from them, I would just pack them away, like put them away. And then if I wanted to like get back into it, I could. I guess if years went by and I didn't find myself getting back into it, I might sell them. But that would have to be like really, like if I was really absolutely 100% certain I wouldn't get back into them. What do you guys think? Do you guys think you'd be able to like sell all your babies and get out of the reborn community? I mean, it's not so much the community, because I would still be friends with the people that I'm friends with. Like, that's not based only on babies. Yes, I met them through reborns, but it's not solely based on reborns. Like, we really like each other and we're good friends. So I probably would be able to keep my friends. I don't know that I would ever, I don't know. I just can't picture my life without them in it, you know? Like, I mean, I guess maybe something could happen where I could like decide I was done with reborns, but that would be like that would have to be like something really drastic, because I just can't even imagine. Do you have something you want to say to the aunties, huh? Say hi, aunties. Hi, auntie. I went to playground today, and I played with my friend Dylan, and we went on swings, and we went on the slide, and we did all the fun stuff, but they don't have no teeter-totter. They don't have any what? Teeter-totter. Any teeter? Oh, teeter-totter? Yeah, they don't have any teeter-totter at that park. Teeter-totters aren't as big as they used to be. We went to a park a couple months ago where Cody went on a teeter-totter and he just loved it. So now every park we go to, he asks about a teeter-totter. But they don't really have teeter-totters anymore, huh? Say, I this big. I this big. Yes, you're getting to be a big boy, huh? So cute, Cody. So cute. All right, so that's Cody. And then I came up with a name for this baby, but now I don't remember what it was. My Heidi that I turned into a boy. I don't remember what I named her. I'll have to look it up. I don't remember what I named her as a boy. But she's such a cute baby. She could be a girl or a boy. I don't know. I think I'm kind of stuck with her as a girl. Wait, I know I listed it on Facebook, but I can't think of what it was. Anyway, it's okay. I'll figure it out. But there him is. Watch out, baby. All right, we're gonna. There's a baby boy. There's Milo. There's Milo. Yeah. His hair's sticking up. Go ahead, Chuggy or Tiny. Go into the bed if you want. All right, we're gonna put that that one outfit on Milo. Come here, buddy. All right, there we go, big guy. There's my Milo. Let's see, what did I do with that outfit? I had that Argyle one. That's what I want to put on him. There it is. So today was a fairly nice day. I mean, it wasn't really nice. We're not going to have any really nice days again. Our summer is like over. But it was probably, it said it was supposed to be 77 today, but I don't think it ever hit 77. It was really, it wasn't really chilly, but it was chilly. I think the highest it maybe got was like 65. It says, yesterday when we looked, it said it was supposed to be 77, but I really don't. I would be highly doubtful if it got that high, because I was in sweatpants today. So if it was that high, being menopausal, you know, I think I would be overheated. So I don't think it got that high, but I'm not sure. I can't tell you for sure what temperature it got to. The sun was out for a little bit, though. I mean, it was a nice fall day, but it was definitely a fall day. That crispness was in the air. The only thing I don't like about this is instead of snaps, it has buttons between the legs, and it's hard for me sometimes. With my right hand, I can do buttons easy, but it's hard when I have to incorporate my left hand. My left hand doesn't like to cooperate. So that's why if you see me do buttons, it takes longer. I had a stroke in 2018 that left me with hemiplegia, which is paralysis on one side of the body, partial paralysis. So, yeah, so it's hard to get my left hand to cooperate with my right hand. It's usually in a different book than my left hand, you know? It's doing something totally different. All right, there's Milo. Tell me this doesn't look so cute on him. Look at that boy. He looks so dapper. Have any of you guys tried to like give up reborns or decided you were done with them and then come back to the community? Have you like ever gone through that? And if you did, what was it like? Was it hard? Were you sad? And why did you get back into them? I mean, if you got out of it, I know there are people in the community who have gotten out of reborns and who have, you hungry, Milo? Who have gotten out of reborns and have like sold off their collections. And then like 2 years later, they want to get back into it. If you've ever done that, why? Why did you give it up? How did you give it up? And then why did you decide to get back into it? That's what I'm curious about. Milo. He's such a good baby. He eats so good. He's a little bit of a finicky guy. He doesn't like to eat a lot. He likes to burp real frequently in between during his feedings, but that's why he's not as chubby as some of the other babies like Kieran. But he eats pretty well. I have to give him credit. Credit where credit is due, huh, Milo? All right, let's dress this little one. All right, let's get an outfit. I want to put one of the jumpers on him. I think I'll do this one. I think this one's cute. We just need a shirt that matches. Yeah, I don't know that I would even like be able to give up the reborns, you know? I mean, I just find so much joy and so much peace in them. Or maybe this one. I don't know. Let me see what shirt I find and then I'll decide which one. Oh, here we go. This will match this one, this red and black one. That's cute. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, it just makes me sad to even think about it. I mean, even if I don't play with them every day, I mean, I usually do play with them at least once a day. But, because I make videos, but even when I don't play with them once a day, like there are times when I'm sick or something or in a lot of pain and I'll go a couple days without playing with them. And I really feel it in my mood, you know, like my mood gets really down, you know, it definitely brightens my spirits to play with the babies. And that's what the research into reborns has shown, is that it triggers that happy, healthy hormone in the brain, which is why we feel it. Like not all of us, I don't want to like generalize, but a lot of people feel it if they don't play with their babies for several days. And then when they do, they just feel a brightening of their mood, you know, because the babies, it tricks your brain into thinking it's a real baby. And the more realistic the baby, the more you get that benefit. I wanted to read you guys something today too, something I wrote on Facebook because I thought you guys would like it. But anyway, the more, so like I know a lot of my friends have said when they don't play with their reborns for a few days, they really feel it. They feel the sort of depression or anxiety kind of creeping in. And then when they do play with them again, they feel that kind of fades away, which is pretty awesome. And I definitely feel that too. When I don't play with my babies for a few days, my mood takes a huge dump. And then as soon as I start interacting with them again, I feel so much better. So even if it's just a little bit each day, it really does lift your mood or my mood anyway, and like help with feeling down and the pain, and it's a really good outlet, and it's healthy. You know, it's nothing unhealthy about it. Not like drugs or gambling that can damage your life. Although I don't know, babies can be expensive, so there is that. Look at him. I really have to remember what I named him. I have to go look. It's suddenly, I've only called him that name for a couple of days, so I've forgotten what it was. I have to go look and figure out what I decided to call him. Look at this handsome fella. That is such a cute outfit. I love it. He could wear that for Halloween and be Mickey Mouse. In fact, I have to get the Halloween box. This week I'm going to get the Halloween box out of the attic. Because I have all my decorations, and all of my Halloween costumes are in there too. Let's see, is that all for the boys that I have right now? Oh no, I have Cooper over there, but we just dressed him yesterday. So let's see. This is so cute. I wish I'd gotten it in like 18 months because it is a little bit long, but you just roll up the pant legs and it works just fine. All right, let me move this boy stuff over here to the boys pile. Let's get my Daphne, Palmer, Miss Palmer, and we'll dress her because we haven't dressed her for a little while. All right, here's Miss Palmer. I went down and spent some time with Cassidy Joy today, and I was loving that. Here's Miss Palmer. There she is. Say hi, Palmer. Her head keeps falling. I really need to put some stuffing in to fill in that. Hi, aunties. I go new too. You did what? I go a new tooth. Oh, you grew a new tooth. You did. Yeah. Look how cute. I actually saw the Daphne kit as a boy. King Lao posted it, and I just thought it was so cute. You know? My Mila is going to be a boy, and my Tegan, I think, is going to be a girl. And I think I asked her to make him a boy. So either way, Mila and Tegan are still getting worked on. So super stoked about that. Can't wait to get them home. Okay, let's find an outfit for Miss Palmer. Miss Palmer. Let's see. I have to take the girls, some of the girls' summer stuff down because it's getting too cold for a lot of the summer stuff. I gotta find the shirt that goes with this. Oh, there it is. Okay. Is this it? No, this is the little shirt. This is the 3 to 6 month. That's the only thing that's hard about having, yeah, we'll put this on her for right now. It's the only thing about having matching outfits that are of other sizes. I tend to put the wrong things on the hanger. Not the brightest tool in the shed. Miss Palmer. Okay. This is going to be so cute on her anyway. Yeah, this week when I take stuff down, I got to start putting the summer stuff in the back of the closet because it just, you know, when Oregon says that summer's over, it's really over. Like, we don't get like an Indian summer or anything. So, you know, even on the days that it's sunny, there's a crispness in the air, that fall crispness. So it's too chilly to be wearing like summer stuff. But this looks so cute on her. Look. Look at Palmer. So cute. Okay, I'm going to pause the video for 1 second while I go grab my iPad so I can read you that. All right, while I had the video paused, I went out and looked at the moon. We have a harvest super moon. It's huge. It's so pretty. I'll take some pictures. But I love to write, and I write a lot of different things. But I wrote this today, and I really fell in love with how it came out. So I'm going to read this to you. It's long but worth reading. Please share. A second to share could give someone peace and hope. It's called The 7 Magical Elements. The 7 magical elements of life are forgiveness, love, justice, compassion, truth, understanding, and most importantly, God. When you encompass the 7 magical elements in your life and hold steadfast to them, you can't go wrong. If you hold tight to these 7 things, lean on them, and always turn to them, your life can only get better. Number 1, forgiveness. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It doesn't make the other person's actions okay. It doesn't make them right or blameless. Instead, it frees up your heart. It frees your heart to love each other, love God, and love yourself. It allows you to move forward with or without the person who hurt you. Sometimes the greatest forgiveness we need to extend is to ourselves. Forgiveness is the act of letting go of the anger, hurt, resentment, and the need for revenge. It's never about forgetting what happened, that it didn't hurt or that it didn't matter. Rather, forgiveness is about a conscious choice to release the emotional burden that the pain has placed on your heart. At its core, forgiveness is freedom. Freedom from the chains that tie you to a wound and the pain. It allows you to move forward with peace instead of bitterness. It also allows freedom for everyone you know or will know. It allows you to not hold the actions and pain against others who have done nothing wrong. Hold on. No! Sorry. It allows you to not hold the action and the pain against others who have done nothing wrong. Forgiveness can take time. It can be a process rather than one moment in time, revisited again and again until the pain loosens its grip on your heart. It does not always mean reconciliation or trust restored, but it does mean inner peace rather than continuing to suffer. In essence, forgiveness is the gift you give yourself, a way to reclaim your heart from the shadows of the past and open it again to light, compassion, and love. Number 2, love. Love is the most magical thing in the world. It is pure, unselfish, and gentle. It takes into consideration all the factors that make up a situation. Love can help you see past any wrongdoing, any darkness, and any imperfections. Love is the essence of humanity. Love is the deepest and most transformative of human emotions, a force that connects, heals, and gives meaning to life. It is both gentle and fierce, tender and powerful. The invisible thread that binds hearts, family, and even strangers. It is compassion in action, patience in hardship, and kindness without condition. Love isn't perfect or painless. It can ache, stretch, and challenge us to grow beyond our fears and flaws. Yet it endures through those tests, not because it is blind, but because it chooses to remain open even when it hurts. Ultimately, love is life's purest truth. The language the world speaks when words fall short, time is brief, and is the light that makes everything worth seeing. Number 3, justice. Justice is the pursuit of balance, the principle that every person deserves fairness, dignity, and accountability. It is the moral compass of society that guides us to do what is right, not merely what is easy. At its heart, justice is about restoring harmony, ensuring that wrongs are acknowledged, harm is addressed, and the vulnerable are protected. It is the belief that truth should matter, that no one is above the law, and that every voice, no matter how quiet or small, deserves to be heard. Justice is not about vengeance. It seeks not to destroy, but to correct. Where vengeance feeds anger, justice seeks understanding and restoration. It demands both compassion and courage. Compassion to see the humanity in others, and courage to speak up when silence is safer. In essence, justice is love applied to the public realm. It is love with its eyes wide open, hands steady, and heart set on what is fair, right, and righteous. Number 4, compassion. Compassion is the quiet strength of the heart, the ability to feel another's pain and respond with understanding, kindness, and care. It is empathy in motion and love expressed through action. And at its core, compassion begins with awareness, noticing suffering instead of turning away. It sees beyond insight, beyond difference, and beyond fear, recognizing the shared humanity that connects us all. Where sympathy feels for others, compassion feels with them. It aches to find a remedy and restore peace. Compassion is the steady hand when the world is spinning out of control. True compassion is not pity, it is partnership. It requires courage to open your heart in a world that often hardens it, to remain gentle and tender in the face of cruelty, and to forgive when it is easier to withdraw. In essence, compassion is the heartbeat of humanity. the bridge between souls that turns suffering into solidarity and love into something tangible. It is what takes us from human to humans and makes us humane. Truth. Truth is what is, not what can be or what we wish was. Truth is unwavering and does not falter. It is the absolute that lives within the world. Truth does not bend to your will, it does not care about your feelings, and it cannot find a foothold in a crumbling society. Truth is the crutch on which we lean, and the essence of all humanity. Sometimes it comforts, offering understanding and freedom. Other times it challenges, demanding humility and change. Even when it hurts, truth heals, because it aligns us with reality and frees us from deception. Truth does not bend with the whim of society or people. Rather, it is the mast that holds our sails, mounts our steering, and guides us into tomorrow. It steadfastly connects us to our past, present, and future. It lives both in fact and in spirit, science and reason, but also in conscience and love. Truth is not always a set of words, but rather a way of being. It is integrity made visible. Ultimately, truth is light, unchanging, illuminating, and pure. It is what every heart seeks in its own way. For to live in truth is to live in harmony with life itself. It gives us a universal guiding principle, allowing a constant, steady state of being for all people to fall back on. Number 6, understanding. Understanding is the meeting place between minds and hearts. The quiet art of seeing things as they really are, not what we wish them to be. It is more than knowledge. It is perception shaped by empathy. To understand is to listen deeply, love wholly, and be one with everyone around you. It asks for patience, curiosity, and humility, and the willingness to admit that truth may have many sides. Understanding does not always mean agreement, but rather it's a bridge that allows connection where conflict might otherwise stand. It dissolves barriers, replaces judgment with insight, and turns distance into dialogue. True understanding begins with ourselves, recognizing our own emotions, motives, and limitations. In essence, understanding is light, soft but powerful, illuminating the spaces between people so that wisdom, peace, and love can find their way through. Number 7, God. God is the I am. He is the root of all we see, everything we feel, and the essence of what we are. Belief in God is the quiet fire of faith. It is trusting in something greater than ourselves, unseen yet deeply felt. It is the sense that behind the mystery of existence there is purpose, wisdom, and love, guiding all things. Belief in God is both comfort and a comfort and a compass. It gives meaning to suffering, courage in uncertainty, and hope that life is part of a divine story larger than we can comprehend. It invites the soul to rest in something eternal, to know that we are not alone, and the knowledge that every sunrise, every heartbeat, and every act of kindness carries the spark of something sacred. It brings peace and comfort when loss and sadness envelop our world. It is comfort in knowing when we will see our loved ones again. We are not alone, and life has a purpose. It is the comforting knowledge that death is not the end and that life is a never-ending journey. Belief in God is not always constant. It can waver, change, and grow. True faith lives alongside doubt and questions. For questioning is not the enemy of belief, but the soil where it deepens. To believe in God is to look at the world with divine love, ordained compassion, and unwavering forgiveness. It gives the ability to see order where we find chaos, light within darkness, and love at the heart of all creation. It is a relationship, personal, intimate, and evolving, between the finite and the infinite. Belief in God allows us to acknowledge our wrongdoings, accept accountability, and change ourselves into the people we know we can be. In essence, belief in God is the soul's yes to something greater, the trust that life has meaning, that goodness endures, that forgiveness is possible, and that love is not just human but divine. God is a guiding compass, a place to rest your worries and concerns, and an infinite database where every answer lies waiting to be discovered. Belief in God is not always good or productive. It can be perverted and betrayed by those who seek to do evil. Always remember that God is the basis of truth, the fountain of love, and the desire to be better than we are today, but not as good as we can be tomorrow. True belief in God promotes growth, acknowledges flaws, seeks restoration, and ordains our souls to an eternity of light and love. Belief in God gives meaning to tragedy. It allows us to understand that even in bad, beauty can grow, that our hearts can mend in the darkest of times, and that time heals all wounds. God is the honey to our lips, the lamp unto our feet, and the water to our throats when the world leaves us hot and dry. God is an endless pool of love, understanding, and compassion, everything we should strive to be, but always fall short of. I wrote that today, and I love the way it sounded. I write a lot of things on Facebook. I love to write. I love to make beautiful literature. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that you guys have a great night. And I'll talk to you later. Bye, ladybugs.